Alright, so I'm sitting inside my 2011 Genesis Coupe. As you can see, it mainly sits covered. See the cover's somewhat partly covering the back. I uncovered it today to try and start it up and get it a little bit warm. I thought one of the coolest things is because it's been so cold that the transmission likes to stay engaged even though it's in neutral. Right there. And when you run it, it likes to crawl forward a little bit. And you let off the clutch. Let out the clutch. It's not bad. It started up just fine, which is okay for me. The funny part was when you let off, it wants to go ahead and crawl forward. I don't know if you could hear that. But anyways, it's been sitting in, I guess with the last week, whatever, sitting at about -7 during the day and about -13, 14 at night. We had a few days there where it was sitting about -18 and -20 overnight, plus the wind chill. And the car has had no problems yet. I pretty satisfied with this battery that's in this car, with it being an import. But yeah, it's not bad. I might roll it back and forth a couple times just to get some of the brakes let loose, you know, so they don't seize up by the time April rolls around, because it's beginning of February. That's pretty much it. I did a service on it. I did the throttle body service, intake, that kind of stuff, clean it out, and it seemed to help, which is kind of odd. I'm not used to it being that temperamental on anything else I've ever had. I do a service probably about once a year, and you move on, and usually you really don't notice any difference. But with this car, in the V6, and the performance loss when you don't do it is ridiculous. You get the service done, or you do the service yourself, doesn't matter. Once you do it and you clear out all that carbon on this fly-by-wire crap that they have on this car, that it cleans out a bit, and it's just noticeable by the seat of your pants performance. It's kind of funny. Anyways, that's it. It's pretty much just warming it up. Gonna have it ready for spring. Still gotta clean it out, so I have to take it up to Springbank in London there and have them do their touch-ups and stuff, and their whatever they call that crap, detail, so it'll look good. Gotta do the rims. The stuff I put on the rims last year hasn't been holding up too much, and it's, I gotta change it. So I'm gonna have to paint them. I'm gonna do that kind of like that pearl green metallic that you see on the dash and everything else. I'm gonna do that on the rims, but the stuff I'm gonna use has that where it changes color when you look at it, walk by it, or anything else like that. It's similar to the stuff I had last year, but that stuff hasn't been able to hold up. I didn't put a lot of coats on, so this time I'm gonna blast them and repaint them, sand everything down, and hopefully they'll stay the right way, or stay without the chips and all that crap in it. Some of it just flaked off because it wasn't sanded. It wasn't supposed to be sanded, and it was just sprayed on, cleared, and all that kind of crap. But the stuff on the mirrors and the door handles and the gas thing, they fared pretty well over last summer, and they didn't chip up too much. I think the mirrors got a couple of marks, so I'll have to touch them up. I was looking at probably doing a whole detail on the car, so you'd actually do a light grit and sand everything down. Other than that, that's it. That's I'm hoping to hit the drag strip next year. I'm really looking at that supercharger. Put it on here for about $2,700. You know, you do the supercharger, do the injectors, do the snow performance methanol kit on it, and get the supercharger from a 3.8 Pontiac. I'd prefer a Series 3, but whatever. There's plenty of them available. It's the M90, which is as far as I'm concerned, it's just perfect. Don't need too much going through this motor. And with the Snow Performance methanol kit, it keep everything cooler so you don't destroy everything. Plus, it'll make your fuel that much better. It'll raise the octane, which is great, but it'll advance the timing because of it, which is even better. Get a tune done on it, obviously, once the supercharger's put on it. So it's something to look at. I was looking at the LSX motor, trying to put it in this car. It's been done, but I don't know if I'm willing to part with this 3.8 V6. It's a lot of power to be made out of this motor by itself. You know, I've seen them bored out to a 4-liter, and they make 700 horsepower, which is fucking phenomenal. Anyways, that's it. Pretty sure I've talked my own ear off, and hopefully you'll get to see this thing driving in the snow a little bit. But not by me, of course, right? Because I don't do that stuff. My wife would do it, though. See ya.